at all for the Series X, right? These are just standard Xbox One games that you could play like right out of the gate. So if say I want to jump over to a 360 game, all of this stuff is being saved directly to that SSD. It is really cool. You can imagine what this might look like if say I'm playing on Series X titles that are actually optimized for this use. But I mean, that is so cool to be able to just have essentially no load times going between. You can see this is my 5th game, and again, no problems. Right in, boom. Oh yeah, you'll see it's all still loaded up here. Like you can see we're what 3-4 seconds between these games, depending on which one we're at. Look, State of Decay doesn't even it jumps right on the internet without even missing a beat. But that is a good look at the actual hardware behind the Series X. But the rest of the supporting components I think are really interesting because there's a lot that goes in to putting together the Xbox Series X. Microsoft have actually set up a very cool little demo here, where most of these parts are obviously slightly modified, they're magnetized. Essentially, I can put together the Series X and show what it looks like from top to bottom. So to start out with, we have this center chassis. So this is a piece of aluminum which actually serves a bunch of functions. So not only does it
What's up? I tried to do the video, but I'm having problems. Just got some Chinese. Fuck. Yeah, there's that one. Okay. So the new PlayStation 5 just came out, along with the Xbox Series. Just came out along with the PlayStation 5. One second. So the new PlayStation 5 just came out. There's a Samsung Galaxy S9. Samsung Galaxy. There's a Galaxy S9. So they have an album. Okay. Samsung Galaxy S9. PlayStation 5 just came out along with the Xbox Series. Show you. Show you a video how it look like. This is this is how the PlayStation PlayStation 5 look like. And I also premiere my new video, my new video on YouTube. That's how the PlayStation 5 look like. Just came up. What? That's my video. It's premiering now on YouTube. On YouTube. That's my video. Let's see. Premiere live on YouTube. At the same time, I made the video and it was premiering on YouTube. The same time, they started showing the same time I was premiering my video when they started talking about PlayStation 5 on YouTube.
One who live by the code. Put this music to the side, get it in on the road. Lot of quiet time.
Okay.
Bottles of rose, exotic red bottoms, whole body glittered in gold. Following fundamentals, I'm following in a rental. I love a nasty girl who swallow what's on the menu. And when the trouble up,
We're married now. So y'all go and watch my video. But we really here to talk about the Xbox Series and the PlayStation 5. Yeah, be relaxed. Don't mind that camera. Oh, just be relaxed. The same way you get up. Okay, so this is how it look like. PS5. That's how the PS5 looks like. PS5. That's how it looks. And I don't have to play.
Very heavy melee combat based game, and it is an RPG after all, and there's a lot of looting to do, so it should provide hundreds, hopefully maybe thousands of hours of gameplay,
today,
but it does look like it's a
maker
really
of
promising
the
game. From what I've seen so
PS5
far, it
just
does look like a fresh take on
announced
the whole
that
genre
they
right there,
just
but
for the
I don't know,
let me
know
see
you
what
guys
are
think
they
in the comments
selling
down below
it on.
regarding this, but that's all we really know
What are
about
they
the
selling
PlayStation
it
5
on?
from the Game Awards show this past day, or like yesterday I should say. So yeah, it's not much. We didn't get much information because it was all Xbox related. So if you want to see that full breakdown, I have linked that in the description down below. Go check out that video. It pretty much breaks down all the information that we do know regarding the Xbox, but we're not talking about the Xbox right now. I keep getting carried away because that's on my mind right now. It's the fresh information that we do have. But the PlayStation 5, as I said, we just have to wait until late February, early March, somewhere around that point in time in 2020. So that's a few months away before we get any sort of information. And that really sucks. And I'm talking about information as in reveals. Obviously, things are going to leak. In the meantime, we are going to get a few more tidbits here and there. And we will get information from third-party developers and whatnot because they are working with the dev kits. Now, one thing I do want to ask you guys is to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram because I'm posting a lot of stuff there regarding next gen. I'm having a conversation with you guys because I feel like that's quite important here because it does feel like it's sort of one way every now and then with YouTube where I'm just talking and then you guys are leaving comments and then I get back to a few comments because there are quite a lot. But on Twitter, I've got... You can...
I don't think the PS5...
all of them southerners have. I'm halfway across the world with dozens of bags, feeling like all four members are calling me bad in one. I got that Courtney love for you, that crazy. I don't drink every bottle I own. I be 8, and I got them wedding range flows that
haven't come up.
One of y'all got fleets on your keychains and seats for these heat games. I really think that you stare at yourself and you see things. La Familia, I've been inducted and instructed to stun on these. We don't really quit. Having lunch and debating Ferrari prices. 23 and going through a midlife crisis. But trust me, I still deliver like a midwife. And no, I'm not saying I'm the nicest. I just live life like it. It takes a certain type of man to teach. To be far from hood, but to understand streets. I never threw away that paper with my Grammy speech. Because I haven't hit the pinnacle I plan to reach. Yeah, you gotta own it if you want it. Kisses on the body. She tells me live in the moment. Baby, I never none of that. Girl, I told you I was coming back.
About once every 2 years, I take a tour of the industry. I go to the various developers and publishers.
So this is the guy that was introducing the PS4.
What they'd like to see in future consoles. This requires weeks on the road as reaching the
PlayStation 5.
Well over 100 people. It's something like 24 publishers and developers. And it is incredibly valuable. By the way, the feature most requested by the developers, that was an SSD, which we were very happy to put in the hardware, but a lot of problem solving was required. I'll be doing a deep dive on the SSD and surrounding systems later on in this talk. It's also key to make a generational leap while keeping the console sufficiently familiar to game developers. I think about this in terms of balancing evolution and revolution. Now, with PlayStation 1, 2, and 3, the target was a revolution each time with a brand new feature set. That was great in many ways, but time for the developers to get up and running got longer with each console. In the past, I've called this time to try. Here's what I had for those 3 consoles. To be clear, I'm not talking about time to make a game. Developers will be ambitious, and it may take them 6 years or so to realize their vision. What I'm talking about is that dead time before graphics and other aspects of game development are up and running, and trying to minimize that. On the other hand, if we're trying to reduce that dead time to 0, that means the hardware architecture can't change at all. We're handcuffed. We need to judge for each feature what value it adds and whether it's worth the increase in developer time needed to support it. So with PlayStation 4, we were able to strike a pretty good balance between performance and familiarity. We got required learning back to PlayStation 1 levels. With PS5, the GPU was definitely the area that we felt the most tension between adding new features and keeping a familiar programming model. Ultimately, I think we ended up with something under a month of getting this to speed. That feels like we're striking a...
Want a better credit card? We got you. The experts at NerdWallet compare hundreds of credit cards so you can narrow in on what matters most. From low rates to no annual fees, find and shop the best cards for you. For all your credit card questions, turn to the nerds. Sometimes to win the game, you gotta break things.
Go get the drop, dude. Come on.
And to break things, you have to have the right tools. Whether I'm grinding for more wins or powering up the stream.
Uh-oh. He's got a gold weapon.
With the Predator Orion desktop, I can trust my tools to perform as I play.
Oh, now he's ready. He's gonna win this game.
Predator, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
About the right balance. I'll go into a bit more detail later today about our philosophy with the GPU and the specific feature set that resulted from it. It's also very important for us, as the hardware team, to find new dreams, by which I mean something other than CPU performance, GPU performance, and the amount of RAM. The increase in graphics performance over the past 2 decades has been astonishing, but there are other areas in which we can innovate and provide significant value to the game creators, and through them, the players. That's why the SSD was very much on our list of directions to explore, regardless of what came out of the conversations with game developers and publishers. The biggest feature in this category is the custom engine for audio. That's today's final topic. The push for vastly improved audio, and in particular 3D audio, isn't something that came out of the developer meetings. It's much more the case that we had a dream of what might be possible 5 years from now, and then worked out a number of steps we could take to set us on that path. So here again are the 3 principles, the first being enabling the desires of developers to drive the hardware design. To me, the SSD really is the key to the next generation. It's a game changer. And it was the #1 ask from developers for PlayStation 5. As in, we know it's probably impossible, but can you put an SSD in it? That was a discussion we were also having internally. It was clear that the presence of a hard drive in every PlayStation 4 was having a positive impact. A lot of things that would simply have been impossible at Blu-ray disc speeds were now possible. At the same time, though, in 2015 and 2016, divergence in logic.
Okay,
SPUs
so that's the CEO
the simple pipeline algorithm.
The CEO of the company talking about the PlayStation 5.
There's unfortunately nothing called
That's just a little bit of video.
Probably the most dramatic progress in the PlayStation 4 generation has been with virtual reality. The PSVR hardware has its own audio. It supports about 50 pretty decent 3D sound sources. And this provided a hint as to where we could go with audio, as well as some valuable experiments. Not to oversimplify, but here were our goals.
Everybody was talking about it.
The first goal was great audio for everyone,
And
not just
you know they got different PlayStation, different PlayStation games.
The second goal was to
And
support hundreds
the
of
PlayStation 5 is one of them.
developers to have to pick and choose what sounds would get through the best and which wouldn't. We wanted every sound in the game to have dimension. And finally, we wanted to
And then
really
they
take on the
made
challenges
the
of presence
Xbox.
and locality. Now,
The
when we say
Xbox.
presence, we mean the feeling that you're actually there. You've entered
Xbox
the
5, but
It's not
Xbox,
something we thought we
they
could
call it the series.
The idea was that if we stopped using just
Xbox
sound,
series.
and instead use lots of 3D audio sources for raindrops hitting the ground and all sorts of locations around you, then at some point your brain will take over and you begin to have this feeling of a real presence inside the virtual world of the game. This has the capacity to affect your appreciation of the game, just like music in a game does. The concept of locality is simple. It's just your sense of where the audio is coming from. To the right of you, behind you. This can immerse you further in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is happening. The PS5, the PlayStation 5 is going to have dropped some more official news by the end of today. Today, the 18th of March, is the day that Sony are going to announce some more revealing and some more informative information about their next generation console. The platform holder has been 5 PM. System architect for the new console.
I don't
and
think
he will
they
be giving
even
us
started
a
selling them.
dive into the PlayStation 5 system architecture and how it will shape the future of games. Right now, that is all we know, but it sounds like Sony will be telling us about tech specs and maybe some of the PlayStation 5's fancy new features. And the good news is, we don't have long to wait, guys. If you are psyched, if you are pumped, make sure that you do leave a humongously massive, incredible like on today's video. Of course, get your comments down below. Let's talk about
Okay, so everybody's talking about the
what Sony is
PlayStation.
going to reveal, and it sounds and feels absolutely amazing to say today. If you hadn't noticed, I have picked up a slight little cold
Everybody's
as
talking
well,
about the
so
PlayStation 5.
yeah, my voice is
Just
getting a bit
heard
ropey,
about
so
it
after I get all of the excitement out of the way about this PlayStation 5 reveal,
Just heard
I'm going to be
about it.
raspy as
I'm
anything.
trying
But
to-
it is brilliant.
I
Are we
want
going to
the
get
first
potential
one,
game
but
updates? Are we going to get
first one,
potentially
yeah.
how many teraflops the
Seriously,
console
yeah.
has, the actual compute power that the
really
console
want to
has?
play.
Are we going to see the console itself?
I really
Are we
want
going
to
to see
play some PlayStation 5.
controller? Are we going to know about the touchscreen or about
And
these
the
haptics or
Xbox
about
Series.
potential heart rate monitor? Is it going to be a PlayStation camera? Is there going to be a new user interface on display? There is so much that we can't wait to finally have revealed to us today in this PlayStation 5 deep dive. That is all I have for you today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this little mini episode. Of course, stay tuned to the channel for everything that we're
Everybody
coming out about the
talking
Sony's
about
PlayStation 5. I'll see you all soon in the next
Everybody
video. Take care,
talking
peace out,
about
love you all,
PlayStation
bye,
5.
bye, bye. Any tips for a cold? Leave it down below.
Everybody talking about the PlayStation 5. Everybody. Everybody talking about it. It's the most talked about on YouTube. All these videos you see. PS5, PS5. And that's because it just
Don't wait on your next car breakdown.
I think I shot
Auto
break it
repairs
already.
you need today. Consumer Affairs has the right auto warranty for you, with over 1 million consumer reviews on our accredited companies. This way, you know you're getting the best companies in the business. We will match you with the best auto warranty company that fits your needs. Click the link and answer a few questions to get your free auto warranty quote. Don't let your car go uncovered any longer. Go to Consumer Affairs for your needs. An auto warranty is what some people call repair insurance. Repair insurance for a car is like health insurance for a person. Each auto warranty company has a network of mechanics and repair shops that their clients can use. You can also get special deals such as car rental benefits. Get peace of mind that comes with auto warranty coverage. Auto warranties cover a wide range of vehicle parts and systems. Don't go paying for repairs out of pocket any longer. Start your auto warranty plan today. If you're part of a busy family, a high-mileage driver, or a new or used car owner, don't hesitate to get your auto warranty coverage today. Get the level of coverage that's right for you. And if not satisfied, get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So get your peace of mind and click the link below. We are Consumer Affairs, and we've got your back.
Okay, so we are back from break.
Let's hang up on 3. 1, 2, 3.
So everybody talking about the PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 just came out. I think you see the PlayStation 5, and then the Xbox Series 2 just came out with the PlayStation 5. So I'm still looking for I'm not sure whether it's in store now. I don't think the PlayStation 5 is in store. It don't look like it's in store now. I don't think so. But they do sell parts of the Okay, I don't think it's in store now. No. Okay, we're checking to see whether it's in store or whether they're selling, whether they start selling it now, and they don't look like this. They not start selling it. They look like they're still on sale. Like they're still talking about it. Look like they're still talking about it. Alright, so I'll show you live here, but I'm checking to see whether they're selling it online, but I don't think so. I don't think so. When you say the PlayStation 5, you know the PlayStation 4. Okay, so it looks like it's not in store yet, but they just started talking about it. They're saying that it will be in store very soon. PS5, PlayStation 5 is coming. It's coming soon. They say it launches on a holiday. I think maybe during the Christmas or something. 2020. But they say it's coming very soon. So it's not in store yet. So they're telling us to give our email. They're telling us to give our email. Telling us to give our email. So that when the PlayStation 5 come up, they can be able to. So they can let you know when you come up. So also, when the PlayStation 5 came out, the Xbox Series also came with it. And me and some other people were the first one to hear about it. And then I also launched my video on YouTube. And it looks like it will cost a lot of money when it do come up. So
Data starts at $30 a month. It's the best value in wireless. US Cellular. Choose fair.
Experian Boost raised my credit score by 12 points instantly, which is insane.
So I raised my score by 21 points instantly. Literally as soon as I pressed
okay, so the PS5 just came out. So sorry, the PlayStation 4, the Xbox. PS5 just came out. And PS and the Xbox.
Every time y'all get behind is one thing, yeah, I don't know why y'all don't want to stop the video. When y'all get behind it, you know, go get somebody, all kind of things.
We should got to get that.
Stop it. That's over. That's it. But just trying to tell you, stop it. Because without the one that will tell your energy, I'll tell your energy. I'll tell anybody energy.
Such as the Xbox Series is a new Xbox just came out. I don't think they both are not in store right now. I don't think so. It's a game that just came out, so it's not in store right now. So,
Microsoft will most likely integrate their Twitch competitor Mixer directly into the console, allowing gamers to either stream their games or watch popular gamers like Ninja. The integration helps give Microsoft an edge and players easy access. Picture-in-picture modes may even allow players to enjoy their games while watching other streamers at the same time. The co-stream feature is already a part of the Xbox One and will have even more benefits on Scarlet. Console options. Plain and simple, the Sony PS5 will be the PS5. There may be some hard drive differences, but the
so that's what they're talking about on YouTube. The PS5 and the Xbox.
The system we've been referring to in the old video is the Anaconda, the main console and most likely the most popular option for Microsoft's next generation. Computer console 2020 will mark the year of the new console war, as Sony and Microsoft are set to go head-to-head with another round of next-generation gaming releases. Before you start saving money and looking at pre-order options, learn everything there is to know about the consoles, including specs, performance, and some of the launch games. By the end, you'll be able to tell if you're leaning towards Sony's PS5 or the newest version of the Xbox. The names. Ever since the early 90s, Sony has kept things pretty simple with their console names. It's definitely not complicated to follow their timeline, and they are sticking with tradition with the aptly named PlayStation 5, or simply shortened to the PS5. Now, the Xbox is a whole different story. After the original Xbox, the Xbox 360, and the Xbox One, we've had numerous code names over the years, with the company now referring to their newest project as Scarlet. Rumors have persisted that the console will be called the Xbox 2, but there's been nothing confirmed yet. Maybe ditching the numbers would be a good thing, because there's no pattern or rhyme or reason to the release scheme. We've heard all different nicknames for the Xbox over the years, including Infinite, the Bill Gates Machine, Computer Console, Xbox 720, the Extreme Box, the Anaconda, and also Lockhart. For the sake of the video, we'll stick with Scarlet. Either way, the only thing that matters is knowing the exact name to tell your parents when the release rolls around so you're ready to play on day one with the right console. Release date. For the next generation of consoles, there's not going to be a head start for either Sony or Microsoft. Both companies have slated their release schedules for the 2020 holiday season. Santa's sleigh is sure going to be filled with a whole lot of hardware come Christmas 2020. The holiday season is a traditional time for a new console release. But don't be surprised if the final announced date is more towards late October or early November. Basically, Sony and Microsoft want these consoles to be fully stocked and ready to go by the time Black Friday rolls around. Following the trends of previous releases, do not expect the new consoles to have any sale prices out.
Would you like us to build you an automated Amazon store which allows you the freedom to live your best life? Now, while most people are trying to create an online business with their own products that are fulfilled by Amazon, I've discovered a new business method that is easier, quicker,
So
and more profitable.
that's them talking about the PlayStation.
When holiday sales do launch, some retailers may offer gift card bonuses with the console, but the main sales.
That's them talking about the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox, the US Xbox there. So it's gonna be the newest, hottest thing out there right now. Xbox, the new Xbox Series, and the new PlayStation 5. I don't know whether they made a new Jetson hoverboard or something. Anyway,
Launch titles or accessories like extra controllers.
they said they should be
SSD
putting it
and
up.
cloud gaming.
They should
One
be
of the
putting
biggest
it up.
innovations for both the PS5 and the Xbox solid-state drive, or SSD for short, is no more spinning hard drives into the console, which will not only quiet down the devices, but dramatically increase the speeds in which games load. Using an SSD harkens back to the non-loading times found on cartridge games, but at a much larger scale. Games will load incredibly fast. Transitions between areas will feel seamless, and game developers can dramatically expand the sandbox we have to play in. With hard drive space constantly being a struggle for larger game libraries, Sony has already announced a unique capability for the PS5. These solid-state
That's what
drives
they're
will
talking about.
install specific
This is a Samsung Galaxy S9
any game
phone.
have the option to install for just the single-player mode or just the multiplayer mode. You'll save an incredible amount of game space by opting out for the whole download. Plus, you'll be able to have the download complete much faster with less data. Along with the SSD, both the PS5 and Scarlet will have cloud gaming features, game streams, and the ability for remote play on a variety of devices. Graphics. Every time a new generation of consoles gets released, we are wowed by the impressive graphics and details showcased in the design. And it will be no different with the PS5 and Scarlet. Games will all run in 4K with impressive visuals right from the start. There will be no need to wait it out for the PS5 Pro or the Xbox Scarlet Super Scarlet. Along with the 4K capability, Sony has announced plans for 8K resolution options in the future. Besides the improved pixels, one of the graphic elements which makes gameplay
Okay, so
truly
they're
sharp
talking
is
about
the
the PlayStation.
implementation of ray tracing. Already featured in a number of high-end gaming PCs, ray tracing is an incredible graphical feature, which much more closely emulates real-time lighting techniques. While the Microsoft Scarlet is rumored to have full-fledged ray tracing, the PS5 will feature a form known as ray tracing acceleration. Basically, franchises like Grand Theft Auto or Cyberpunk 2077 will feel more real than ever with impressive lighting, shadows, and the ability to realistically showcase lighting details on all types of materials, including water, stone, and even leather jackets. The lighting will be a huge asset to games. Just imagine Assassin's Creed Origins with even better graphics. It's a little hard to fathom, but will usher in a whole world of realistic gaming. Controller.
So, you have a cool idea, and maybe you don't know what to do with it. Easy. First things first, you need a website. Putting your idea online is the easiest way to get the ball rolling, and the easiest way to build a better website in under an hour is with GoDaddy. With our website builder, all you do is type in your idea, and it will pop up with unlimited design tailored to your industry. Then you just pick one and go. Add in your text and some pics, and you're done. Boom. Publish. See? That's pretty easy.
One of the biggest trademarks with Sony and Microsoft are the controllers they've released for their consoles. For the
So you see how the PlayStation 5
the ability to
look
use
like.
previous Xbox
And
controllers along with the newer Pro models.
and
Sony's
the
DualShock
Xbox.
line has gone through a completely new upgrade, and welcome.
Well, it happened. The new Xbox has been announced, and we've got the goods. We've got the info.
New
Hi, folks,
Xbox
it's Falcon,
and
and today on
PlayStation
Gameranks,
5.
10 things you need to know about Xbox Series X.
So this
Starting
is
off
the
at number 10, we've got a GPU that is twice as powerful as the... Well, it happened. The new Xbox has been announced, and we've got the goods. We've
That's
got the
the
info.
new
Hi, folks,
Xbox.
it's Falcon, and today on Gameranks, 10 things you need to know about Xbox Series X. So starting off at number 10, we've got a GPU that is twice as powerful as the one in the Xbox One. Now, while we're a little bit light on specifics as of right now, we have found out that the Xbox Series X will be capable of ray tracing, much more realistic lighting, reflections, shadows, etc. And not just because of some streaming technology, the GPU is actually really beefy. On top of that, though we don't know exactly what is being used for either the GPU or CPU, apparently the CPU is 4 times as powerful as the CPU in the Xbox One X. Keeping in mind the One X has got a 2.3 GHz CPU with 8 cores in it. I am eager to see exactly what that means. Now, it is important to understand that it's not necessarily just about raw numbers. Phil Spencer talked about how input-output is always an issue, and the bandwidth they're talking about apparently has a 40 times improvement in speed. They've also upgraded to GDDR6 memory in order to ensure that the memory keeps up with everything else. Moving on to number 9. For anybody who doesn't like load times, the next thing is a really big development. The Xbox Series X is going to be using NVMe SSD drives, which, if you're not hip with the lingo, is a new type of solid-state drive that has been increasingly becoming a standard in the PC space, particularly in high-performance laptops. That I don't know if you've seen the difference between laptops booting up now and laptops booting up 5 years ago, but laptops boot up way faster now. It's because of NVMe solid-state drives. Now, if you've ever seen one of these, they really don't look a lot like a regular hard drive or solid-state drive. They actually look a little bit like RAM. They're tiny, and if you saw it, you probably wouldn't even think it was a hard drive, but rest assured, these things are basically the future. Given how little space they take up, it's not shocking how quickly it's become a standard. Moving on to number 8, the Xbox Series X is a beefy boy. If you are looking at this thing, it's so much more of an actual box than any previous Xbox. Essentially, we're talking about basically a rectangular prism rather than our traditional sort of flat style console. Now, that being said, it actually doesn't look like it takes up a massive amount of space, comparing it to the size of the controller, which is apparently about the same size, if not exactly the same size, as the current controller. Thankfully, I don't really want them to make a lot of changes as far as the controller goes. But if I'm honest, it's pretty cool looking. It apparently supports both vertical and horizontal orientation, so it will sit on your shelf just fine one way or the other. And given the actual size of it, I think it might actually kind of be off.
So my video I just put my So the Xbox 5 just came out. I mean the Xbox Series just came up, and the PlayStation 5 just came up. Now we'll be getting it on holiday. We'll be getting it on a holiday, like Black Friday or like Christmas Day or some holiday.
Better rates, better service, and yeah, you can join
We'll be taking a shot,
to a credit union.
We'll be right back.
While we're all waiting patiently for Sony to announce the
Okay,
specs
so
of
we are
PlayStation
waiting
5.
for the
It was
PlayStation
GameStop
5.
who would let the cat out of the bag. Yes, you heard us right, GameStop. If you go to sign up for PS5 info on the GameStop website, you'll see a list of impressive specs. If GameStop has all this info, then a PS5 announcement from Sony is imminent, right? Why haven't we heard anything from Sony yet? Well, we believe it might have to do with backwards compatibility and pricing. It's truly a mystery and one that we'll do our best to solve in this video. Let's kick things off by taking a look at the specs GameStop shared with us out of the kindness of their hearts, or by mistake.
They're saying that
Maybe you were happy they did so. You'll notice that almost all
maybe
the
by
specs
Black
are in line
Friday
with
or
the rumors we've
Christmas
seen over the past few
Day,
months. But still,
the
seeing these specs
PlayStation
finally
5
get
is going to
confirmed
come
brings a
up,
smile to our faces. As expected,
or
the
the
PS5 will have
Xbox
full
Series
8K
is going
TV
to come up.
support. 4K has only been here for a hot minute, and we're already moving to 8K. But this is good news for gamers because it'll essentially future-proof the console. If you don't own an 8K TV and have 1080p or 4K TV like most people, it'll still